you need to be careful here. So I'd come out the machine, and I'm not joking you, I was like hunched over, and I looked at my best friend and I thought, oh no. So I've laid on the floor in the gym and I was thinking, please release, because I thought, hope you're having a bright and beautiful day wherever you are watching, whenever you are watching this. So thank you so much for clicking back on my channel. I wanted to come on today's video and give you an update about how I actually damaged my back. But before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a like and a subscribe because I upload every Saturday at 10 AM. So let's get on into the video. If you've never watched a video of mine, I share a lot of bodybuilding, fitness, autoimmune, life, managing a 9-to-5 alongside running businesses. So if you like that style of content, please stick around. But today let's do a sit down talk through video about how I actually hurt my back. Now I've been very lucky. I've been in the gym for about 15 years and I'd like to count my lucky stars that I haven't necessarily experienced too big of an injury. But I was in the gym literally yesterday and I was doing my glutes B, my normal glutes B. Now if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see generally we stick to the same movement patterns. Monday session absolutely went in, and a lot of us will agree that we train for our mental well-being. So if I know I'm feeling a bit funky, I'm going to go and absolutely smash my session. So I've gone in. Monday session was absolutely fantastic. I felt very strong, felt very good, felt very like I was serving a purpose. So glutes A went fine. Glutes B, upper, I felt amazing. I felt really, really good. I was a bit tired, but I was like, okay, yeah, things are moving in the right direction. Food was going in well. Obviously coming back now, week 2 of being back in the UK, felt very, very good, apart from the sleep debt, which is slowly dropping off. I'm just also working a lot, which is due to the nature of the time of the year and what I do. So I went into glutes B, and bearing in mind, at the moment I'm doing one big session, so it's like glutes or training, abs, cardio, pose, steps. So I'm, instead of doing like a three and a half hours, so I'm in by like 5:30, 6:30 depending on the day. And I started well, abductor, sent that. Anyone who knows me knows I'll send most exercises to failure, which for recovery capabilities I'm going to have to reassess. So then I've done the booty builder, which is the reverse hyperextension. I think that's what it's called. You load it. I felt very strong. So instead of doing 2 working sets and a back off set, I did 3 working sets. Now here is the beauty about filming your workouts. I then soon realized that I was feeling really strong and I felt as if I could really, really push myself this workout. So my best friend's training with me, and then we move on to the Panatta. Now this Panatta, if you've been following me a while, I broke my foot on in June due to my fault of not concentrating, and when I was putting a 20 kilo plate away, I was taking the 20 kilo plate off and it fell on my foot. Anyway, we recovered from that. And then what happened next was I loaded up. So we started on 2 plates warm up, 3 plates, couple of reps, 4 plates aside working weight. And I always generally try to film not my bigger exercises, but the exercises which I feel as if I could get coach to just look over. Even if I haven't maxed a progression, I try to film most of my workout just for him to have a quick look over, check if there's anything I can be improving, like especially things like barbell RDLs. So I'd done a few reps and I think I did get 11, I remember it very well, and I got to rep 8 and I felt my back go. And I felt my back go to the point where I was like, right, you're getting 11, but you need to be careful here. So I'd come out the machine, and I'm not joking you, I was like hunched over, and I looked at my best friend and I thought, oh no. So I've laid on the floor in the gym and I was thinking, please release, because I thought I'd tensed up my lower back. And then I felt the twinge. So my best friend went, he did his set. Then I've gone back in to try and do 4 plates. The pain I felt even from just trying to take the load off, I now know from coach's assessment of my video, my lumbar protraction core engagement, bracing, all of that, it wasn't there. And that then impinged onto my back and the feeling I felt. But you know, I am stubborn, so I decided to proceed. Instead of thinking, okay, one working set to, you know, my max failure at that moment in time would be good enough, I then proceeded to do 3 plates aside, a back off and a working set. Then I went on to the leg press. I felt okay. Obviously now I'm almost nursing an injury, but because it's, you know, heightened endorphins, you feel like you're on top of the world. Then we tried a new seated hamstring curl, which I believe was the Nautilus. Oh, it's nice. It's really, really nice, because I took a long time to gauge how to actually feel my seated hamstring curl. But once I got in the motion of it, I really, really, really enjoyed it. So it was very smooth. And then obviously I finished the session. I posed fine, back was fine, but I came home on my backside feeling very, very, very stiff. Now I do Pilates once a week. It's a mix of mat Pilates or reformer Pilates. This week is reformer. So I'm hoping that reformer Pilates does help me. I am an ex-dancer, so I do know how to stretch my back. A little bit more yoga style posing, releasing the spine. I'm going to have to really nurse this. And even it's the lower back portion where just above your bum and then your back, and that to me is not how it should be feeling. So today I woke up and it's a rest day, and I tried to do my lying leg raises for my abs, and I could not do it. I was in so much pain. I was thinking to myself, there is something wrong here. So I've messaged coach. I said, I need SOS. And I don't say that very often. I think I've said it when I broke my foot. And I was like, I need to know what to do here. And he was like, every exercise we need to see if you're in pain. So tomorrow I have glute C, and I'm going to see how each exercise feels. But I think now it's really important for me to realize I'm about 62 kilos. And although in my head I think of 120 kilos walking in the gym and with these big weights, form and execution, bracing and intensity is going to be my top priority. And it already was. But if I'm going into a set thinking, yeah, I'm feeling strong today, and just send it to all out failure, that's not the aim of the game. And I think I've learned from, I have a family history of sciatica, osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. I do really need to nurse my back and also really, really, really look after it. So I think moving forward, I'm going to have to make sure we're either removing this Panata, which is up to coach, or we can move to a top set back off, or we can move to a whole new movement. It's completely up to him. So we've already assessed the video. We know what the issue was. Now it's a case of back is feeling a slight bit better, but I'm just going to keep moving. For me, I find if I sit down for too long or any sharp movements, it hurts. But I'm hoping a bit of DP and just some rest will help nurse my back, because I do 3 leg days a week. So I've really not really got a time to have a back injury. But I do also understand that these things do happen. So that's why I'm sitting like this, to help my back release. I'm going to take my time with most things. And that really does irritate me, because I am quite neuro. So I do things quite fast. But we're going to take it as it comes. And I wanted to document this because I could have just brushed past it, pretend it never happened. But I think it's important to document that. Although I've been in the gym for so long, stuff does happen. And if your head, you know, we all train for an escape. But if your head's not fully in the exercise, especially if you are loading a considerable amount of weight, you do have to take that little bit extra care. And anyone that has had an injury, which is, I'd say 90% of people, you do realise that, okay, right, what do I need to do next time to make sure this doesn't happen? So yeah, I just felt like I needed to document my back, and I am going to be documenting how it's feeling. I'll be giving you weekly updates and also updates on my story. But for now, I'm going to make sure that I am doing my little bit of Pilates, spinal movement, because Pilates was actually created for spinal health. So I know I'll be okay. It's just a case of not pushing myself, putting all the springs on reformer. But I know that for me, it's really helped my posing, my engagement, my spinal health in general. So I'm excited to see what Saturday brings. But apart from that, I needed to make sure I documented this, because you're not alone. And even that I've been in the gym for 15 years, I still make mistakes, and I needed to document this. So I hope you have a bright and beautiful day. Thank you for listening to my little rant about my back. I will continue to provide updates, so make sure you stick around and subscribe. But anything else you want to see from me, drop me in the comments down below, and have a lovely rest of your day.